Hello, thank you for joining. Today's video is going to be about how to survive a cleanse if you're doing it. So I am doing a cleanse. I'm doing a all plant-based, vegan, no meat, no dairy, no eggs. I've done that for about 6 months now, but now I'm taking it to the next level and fruits and vegetables. And I've also incorporated some different superfoods and things like that. So I'm on day 3, and it's very, very difficult, I have to say. This has been a slow transition. I didn't wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to give up meat and dairy and eggs, and I didn't do that. I did it slowly. So I did start with cutting out meat, cutting out dairy right away, and eggs. I've done that for 6 months. Actually, 7 months. And now I'm focusing more on, and the whole time I was vegan, the whole past 6 months has been high carb. So it's been high carb. I've tried to be low fat, but it hasn't been that low fat, so that's why I'm doing this cleanse, because I really wanted to flush out the fats. I wanted to flush out the sodium. So anyway, some quick tips if you are cleansing, if you are looking for a new way of eating. I do think you should transition slowly. So in my opinion, I wasn't one of those people who woke up overnight and said, okay, I'm going to jump into, a raw food, fruits and vegetables. I just wasn't that person. So it was very, very slow transition where it was a vegan. It was, after that, it was high carb vegan, cutting out all the processed food, all that stuff. So, and now fruits and vegetables. So for me, the easiest thing for me was just a slow transition, because I've been very successful. I've had a lot of positive things happening with my body because of that. So I do best on transition slowly, and so the cleanse is just been trying to kick it into high gear and see how I feel after I'm doing this for 7 days. I really just kind of want to flush out all the processed stuff, all the eating out, all the sodium. I don't feel like my diet's been horrible, because it hasn't. I just feel like there's been a lot of fat in it, and I feel like there's been a lot of processed foods in it, and I want to kind of flush that all out. So first tip, transition slowly. Second tip, the first 2 days I think are the hardest. So I've cut out coffee for 6 months. Coffee and alcohol have been out of my diet for about 6 months now, so I did that when I went vegan. But so doing that with, cutting out the caffeine, again, first 2 days are hard. So same thing with, the processed food, with the heavily high-fat foods. Heavily high-fat, I mean, like processed stuff I was eating. And that is difficult. So I would say the first 2 days are very hard. So today's day 3. I feel a little bit better. That's why I'm doing the video. And I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of my experience, so I'll keep you posted, but I'm feeling a lot better. I have been keeping a consistent 2,000 calories, consistent high carb, low fat diet, so I'm following the 80-10-10, that's what people call it, lifestyle. So I will keep you posted on my 7 days, and what I'm hoping to gain from this is, at the end of 7 days, I want to see how I feel. At the end of 7 days, I'm sure I'm going to be eating cooked foods again. But I did want to see how it felt with the low fat and the low sodium and the low processed and eating out, and I think that's definitely going to make me feel better. I'm getting used to tracking my calories. So I'm tracking that on Chronometer. I'm tracking, what I'm eating, and that's been a first too. So for me, the cleanse, it wasn't, I don't really believe in, you need a cleanse if you're eating correctly. You don't need a cleanse. So, but for me, it was kind of like I had to do this to start tracking my calories, to start really kicking up the high fruit. So that's just my personality, and what works for me doesn't work for everyone. So I guess the third tip I want to leave you with is, use a cleanse for a kickstart to your new life, to your new way of how you want to live. So I don't, I see these people that, it's like, oh, they have to cleanse every, whatever, once a month or whatever. So this cleanse for me is really to jumpstart my new way of living. It's not for, I'm going to be doing this all the time. So that's kind of my thought on cleansing, is use it for just a kickstart to what you want to change. Don't use it as, a cop out to go back to eating poorly. So, I can eat like crap and then I'm going to go cleanse. And that just doesn't work for your body. Up and down's not good. So, anyway, I hope you found this useful. Just wanted to share some tips of what I'm kind of going through right now. And I'll let you know how the next 7 days go. Thanks for watching.